In lesson 3, we will look at what happens once a drug hits the market. Once marketing authorization is granted, there might be further studies going on. We call them phase 4 studies, and they study the use of the medicine in the general population. Now, during drug development, our patients in the study were not only highly selected, they were also followed up very closely. But this will change the moment the medicine is launched on the market and large number of patients will be exposed. Now, all patients will be exposed. Also the ones with concomitant disease, the ones taking other medications, and this will put them at risk of drug-drug interactions. Also, we will see the young ones and the elderly that have not been studied during clinical development taking the drug. And we may also come across the occasional unintended drug exposure during pregnancy. A drug is authorized for the indications studied during the development, and also for the patient groups that have been studied during drug development. You can see this on the product information leaflet, where it states what the indications of the drug are for which group of patient. The product information leaflet is a regulatory document. It has been approved by the regulatory authority. But the fact that it lists indications and patient groups does not mean that the medicine in practice is used only in this context. We will have situations in which we will use a medicine outside the approved indication or in groups that have not been studied during clinical development. A classical example is pediatrics. Very few drugs have been studied in children, and very few drugs are actually approved for children. Nevertheless, our children get sick and they need treatment. So off-label use becomes a practical necessity, but at the same time, it becomes one of those settings where pharmacovigilance activity are especially needed.